Hi, it's Wayne from truthaboutmortgagerates.com and WFP Mortgage. Just wanted to check in today with an update on what's happening with mortgage rates and the volatility in the mortgage market. Over the last month and a half, rates have really moved higher. Well, big part on inflation fears, also many of the things acting on it in the market. But we've seen again rates really move higher over the last month and a half. Now they have started to move back down in the past week. Finally, after we saw the big run up, now moving back. But today, with the volatility and all the Fannie Freddie news, what we'll get into in a minute, has all of a sudden now pushed rates back up again. What we did see over the last week and a half here now is that the 10-year T-bill, and if you've checked out our report, truthaboutmortgagerates.com, you'll know that the 10-year does not determine mortgage rates. In an overall sense, it will trend in the same direction. But if you look at it on a day-to-day or even a week-to-week basis, it's not going to determine where mortgage rates are, because the 10-year has moved down quite a bit over the past week and a half. Mortgage rates have moved down some, but not the same amount. If we look back to where the 10-year has moved to where it was about almost a month and a half ago, but mortgage rates are nowhere near that. We're still about a half a point higher than where we were about a month and a half ago. So again, understanding that mortgage rates do not track directly to the 10-year. And if you check out our report, Truth About Mortgage Rates, at truthaboutmortgagerates.com, you'll see the information in there explaining how that's not true and what really goes into mortgage rates. Now, the next piece that we've seen is today, big news about Fannie and Freddie. Really what it is that the investors have lost confidence in Fannie and Freddie. It isn't that there is something specifically wrong today or different today than it was yesterday, a week ago, or a month ago. They're concerned about defaults in the future. It's not a concern about losses that are happening now. There are some losses, but again, it's paper write-offs. It's not anything that is happening particularly now. Again, there are some real losses. There are foreclosures now, but really all the losses that people are projecting are really stuff that's down the road in the future. They hear it. They won't be able to handle it then. Now, the speculation is that there needs to be some type of government intervention to save Fannie and Freddie, because there's always been this implicit guarantee from the government, or implicit backing from the government. That's what makes Fannie and Freddie the way they are. Now, are we going to see something from the government? There's probably going to be something is going to probably have to go on, because it can't continue like this. When you lose confidence, and that really is what has caused this whole credit crisis from starting almost a year ago. It's a loss in confidence, that investors are not confident, whether it be in the mortgages that are backing the bonds and the derivatives and all the different financial instruments and how these were packaged, but it's a loss in confidence. And once that goes, then you have a problem. So they need to restore confidence, and probably the only way that confidence is going to get restored is to have some type of backing from the government. Now, it probably won't be a takeover, but it will probably be some type of guarantee and funding, or again, liquidity added, or they can go to the draw money from the Federal Reserve. Something like that. Again, still keeping them on their own, but helping them to basically to stay afloat, because if they're not there, the mortgage and housing markets go away. And that would absolutely send our economy and financial system into a tailspin. So right now, we don't know how it's going to play out. It's a little bit too early. We'll probably be seeing something early next week to get an indication of how it's going to go, and we'll come back to you with an update and an interpretation of what's going on and what it may mean to you. Check out our free report again, Truth About Mortgage Rates, at truthaboutmortgagerates.com, and we'll catch you next time.